Hello, I am Devashish. Welcome to my channel D-BIOLIFE. I hope you are all doing well and staying healthy. So let's start for today's topic. So today the name of topic that is Halophiles. 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 Okay. Halophiles. So this is very important topic. So this topic is present under the biological classification, to be more precise, kingdom, KINGDOM, kingdom MONERA, MONERA. Okay, so this topic is very much useful as well as important for your class 11 biology exam and as well as your NEET UG exam. Okay, so let's start for today's topic. So first of all, there are certain types of archaebacteria present in our environment. Okay, so within which the Halophiles is a type of archaebacteria. Okay, so first of all, the Halophiles are type of archaebacteria, ARCHAEBACTERIA. Okay, so this is the first point and this is the important point about Halophiles. Okay, so next point that is also very important. So these Halophiles, placed under the division of, placed under the division DIVISION, division of Euryarchaeota. Okay, so what is the spelling of the Euryarchaeota? So EURYARCHAEOTA. Okay, so this is very important part. Okay, so first of all, the Halophiles are type of archaebacteria and these Halophiles are placed under the division of the Euryarchaeota. Okay, now come to the third point, that is also very important. So what are the examples of the Halophiles? So if we consider the example option or the point, then Halobacterium, BACTERIUM, Halobacterium, as well as the Halococcus, HALOCOCCUS, Halococcus. Okay, so these are the example of the Halophiles or halophilic archaebacteria. Okay, now come to the next part, that is also very important. So if we consider or if we examine the habitat part, okay, or habitat aspect about Halophiles. So habitat, HABITAT, habitat. So this is very important. Okay, this is also very important part, habitat. So generally the Halophiles or halophilic archaebacteria, or we call the Halophiles. So these Halophiles occur in salt rich environment or strata. So occur, OCCUR, occur in salt rich or salt rich environment, ENVIRONMENT, salt rich environment or strata, STRATA. So this is the environment, this is a type of environment in which this kind of Halophiles are developed. Okay, so these are the mainly habitat. Okay, so these Halophiles occur in salt rich strata. So to be more precise, salt pans or salt beds or marshy salt. Okay, MARSHY, salt marshy environment. Okay, so these are the environment, or we can say that basically these salt beds or salt pans or these marshy salt strata, this is basically present in a coastal area or coastal region, COASTAL, coastal area, or we can say region. Okay, okay, so this salt pans or salt beds or this kind of strata will be exist or present in a coastal area. Okay, and as well as this area must be arid land, we can say arid land. Okay, and also contain these strata contain high amount of mineral, MINERAL, mineral and salt. Okay, okay, so contain high amount of mineral and salt. Now come to the next part, that is, now consider the cell membrane character. Okay, so character of the cell membrane or the characteristic feature, FEA TURE. Feature of cell membrane, CELL membrane, MEMBRANE. Okay. So feature of cell membrane of halophilic archaebacteria or halophiles. So the cell membrane of halophiles contain a specialized SPECIALISET. So specialized, okay. So specialized red pigment, red colored pigment, PIGMENT, pigment. So what is the name of the pigment? So carotenoid pigment, okay. So this is the very important, okay. So this point is very important, okay. Now this cell membrane of halophiles or halophilic archaebacteria contain a specialized red color pigment, that is carotenoid pigment. So what is the advantage of this particular pigment that is present inside the cell membrane of halophiles? So this is the advantage, ADVANTAGE. So advantage, okay. So if we consider or if we look into the advantage point, so these carotenoid pigment protect the halophiles or halophilic archaebacteria from harmful solar radiation, RADIATION, okay. So basically if we consider or if we examine the cell membrane or characteristic of the cell membrane of halophiles or halophilic archaebacteria, then we can easily found that the cell membrane contain a specialized red colored carotenoid pigment. And what is the advantage? So if we consider the advantage part, so due to the presence of the carotenoid pigment, they protect themselves from harmful solar radiation by the help of such particular type of or specialized type of pigment, okay, that is present inside the cell membrane part. So this is very important. Now the next point that is also very important. So there are two conditions will be developed, or there are two conditions present in which the halophiles can be developed. So those two conditions are, one is aerobic, AEROBIC. One is aerobic and another is anaerobic, AEROBIC, okay. So this is the first condition. So this is the aerobic condition, okay. So when aerobic condition will be developed or present, then this kind of halophiles break down organic matter by the help of oxygen, by the presence or help of oxygen, and from that they can easily get their required energy, okay. And the second condition, that is anaerobic condition. So when anaerobic condition present, okay, then or when a halophiles or halophilic archaebacteria present within an anaerobic condition, then they can subsist ATP, okay, synthesized SYNTHESIZED, synthesized by the help of membrane bound specialized pigment, specialized specialized pigments from solar radiations. So this point is very important, okay. So subsist ATP synthesized by the help of the membrane bound specialized pigments from solar radiation, okay. So this part is very useful and very important for your exam purpose. So there are two conditions present, one is aerobic condition and second one is the anaerobic condition. So within the aerobic condition, they gain their required energy to break down the organic matter due to the presence of or in the presence of oxygen. This is the aerobic condition, and when they exist in anaerobic condition, then they can subsist ATP synthesized by the help of the membrane bound specialized pigment from solar radiation, okay. Now another important aspect, that is also very important regarding this topic, that is adaptation to ADAPTATION, adaptation to high salt. Okay, adaptation to high salt conditions due to 4 reasons. Due to 4 reasons. REASONS. So this part is also very useful and also very important for your exam purpose. Okay, so adaptation to high salt conditions due to 4 reasons. So what are the 4 reasons? So let's start for these 4 reasons, about the 4 reasons. So first reason, that is very much useful to adapt halophiles in high salt condition, okay, or to high salt condition, that is presence of PREACNCE, presence of specialized lipids SPECIALIACID, specialized lipids LIPIDS, lipids on their cell membrane. Okay, so this part is very useful. So this part, presence of specialized lipids, okay, on their cell membrane. Okay, so this part is very important. So this point amplify to adapt in high salt conditions. Okay, and the second point, that is absence of cell sap, ABACNCE, absence of cell sap. Okay, absence of cell sap. Okay, so that is also very important. And the third one, that is mucilaginous, MUCILAG, mucilase covering, COVERING, mucilase covering. So these 3 parts or these 3 points is very much useful and essential. Okay, and the last one, that is high salt or mineral content. Okay, so this part, this is condition based. Okay, condition based, and this is not for all halophiles. This is not for all halophiles, PHYLES, halophiles. Okay, so these 4 points that are amplify to adapt halophiles in high salt conditions. So these are the 4 reasons. Okay, so now if we consider from the first or from the beginning part about halophiles, so these halophiles, this is a type of Archaeebacteria, and this is placed within the division of the Uri Archaeota, and example, that is Halobacterium, Halococcus. So habitat, so mainly salt rich strata or environment in which they can easily occur or easily survive. And feature, if we consider of the cell membrane, about cell membrane of the halophiles or halophilic Archaeebacteria, then some kind of specialized red colored pigments must be present within their cell membrane. And advantage, that is these carotenoid pigment or red colored pigment protect halophilic Archaeebacteria from harmful solar radiations. And these halophiles can be developed within 2 conditions, that are first condition, that is known as the aerobic condition. So within the aerobic condition, they can easily get their required energy to break down the organic matter by the help of the oxygen. Okay, and if the halophiles are survive within the anaerobic condition or exist within the anaerobic condition, then they can subsist the ATP synthesized by the help of the membrane bound specialized pigments from solar radiations. So now come to the last part, that is the adaptation to high salt condition due to the 4 reasons. So what are the 4 reasons? So first reason, that is presence of specialized lipids on their cell membrane, and second reason, that is absence of cell sap, and third one, this is the mucilase covering, and fourth one is the high salt or mineral content. So this part is not for all halophiles. Okay, so these are the overall 4 points that help halophiles to adapt high salt or high salt rich environment. Okay, so that's it. These are the overall scenario, and this information is too much for your exam purpose, like your class 11 exam, like your NEET exam. Okay, so don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay safe, stay healthy. See you on the next video. Goodbye.